I've been sitting in this chair for about an hour now. Just sitting, not thinking about anything in particular. Or maybe thinking about everything. I'm not sure anymore which one it is. My name is Harold. Harold Eugene Calloway. I'm 89 years old. I've been sitting in this chair for about an hour now. Just sitting, not thinking about anything in particular. Or maybe thinking about everything. I'm not sure anymore which one it is. My name is Harold. Harold Eugene Calloway. I'm 89 years old. And I have a feeling, not a dramatic feeling, just a quiet one, that I don't have too many mornings left where my mind is clear enough to say what I'm about to say. So I'm saying it. I grew up in a small town in Ohio. Middle child. 3 brothers, 1 sister. My father worked at a printing press. My mother made everything stretch further than it had any right to. We weren't unhappy. I want to be clear about that. We weren't unhappy. But there was a word my father used a lot. Responsible. Harold, be responsible. Harold, that's not responsible. Harold, a responsible man does this. A responsible man doesn't do that. I think I was about 9 years old when I started building my life around that word. And I didn't even know I was doing it. There was a summer, I must have been 17, when a friend of mine, Raymond, asked me to drive with him out to New Mexico. He had an uncle there. He said we'd work odd jobs, sleep under the sky, figure things out as we went. I still remember standing in my parents' driveway, bag half packed, and I unpacked it. I told Raymond I couldn't go, that I had things to take care of, that it wasn't the right time. Raymond went without me. He came back 3 months later with a look on his face I couldn't name then. I think I can name it now. He looked like someone who had briefly belonged to himself. I never told him I almost came. I married at 24. Margaret. A good woman. A patient woman. More patient than I ever deserved. We had 2 children, Daniel and Patricia. I worked at an insurance firm for 31 years. 31 years. I was never late. I was never absent. I received 3 commendations and a small plaque that's still in a box somewhere in the garage. And I want to be honest with you the way I was never honest with myself. I was good at that job the way a door is good at being a door. I fit the frame. I opened when I was supposed to open. I closed when I was supposed to close. But I never once, not once in 31 years, sat at that desk and thought, this is mine. This is something I chose. Margaret knew. I think she knew before I did. She used to watch me sometimes in the evenings when I'd sit on the back porch after dinner. She'd stand at the kitchen window and just watch me. Not with worry exactly, with something softer, something I didn't know how to receive back then. One night, maybe 15 years into our marriage, she sat down next to me and she said, Harold, what do you want? Not for us, for you, just you. I told her I wanted the kids to be all right. I told her I wanted the mortgage paid by spring. She nodded, and she went back inside. She never asked again. I've thought about that question almost every day since she passed, 8 years ago now, and I still don't have an answer. I'm not sure I was ever taught that the question was allowed. Daniel lives in Seattle. We speak on the phone every few weeks. He's a good man, busy. His life is full in the way I told him a life should be full: career, family, responsibility. Sometimes I hear myself in the way he talks, and I feel something I can't quite describe. Not pride, not regret exactly. Something in between that doesn't have a name. Patricia is closer. She visits when she can. She has my mother's eyes and her father's habit of agreeing to things he doesn't fully feel. I noticed that only recently, that she does that I did that. I never said anything to her about it. Maybe I should have. Maybe it was never my place. I genuinely don't know. There's a painting in my hallway. Margaret bought it at a small market about 30 years ago. A landscape, just fields and an open sky. She loved it. I always thought it was a little plain. After she died, I almost donated it. I didn't. Now I walk past it every morning and I stop. Every morning. And I look at it and I think, she saw something in that painting that I never let myself see. And it was right there. It was right there in my hallway for 30 years. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say exactly. That's the honest truth of it. I've lived 89 years, and I'm still not entirely sure what I'm trying to say. But I think it has something to do with permission. Something to do with the fact that I spent most of my life waiting for someone to tell me that what I wanted, whatever that was allowed. And nobody ever did. And I never asked. I'll be gone soon. I don't say that for sympathy. I say it the way you say it's getting dark outside. Just a fact. Just something that's happening. And the thing that sits with me, not painfully, but steadily, like pressure, is the wondering. Not of what I missed. I can't know that. But of who I might have been if I had once, just once, followed a thought all the way to where it was trying to take me. I still have Raymond's number somewhere. He's in his late 80s now, too, if he's still alive. I've thought about calling. I haven't. Maybe that says everything. Maybe that's the whole story, right there. If something in this stayed with you, something you've carried quietly for a long time, I'd be glad to know. Not because it changes anything, just because some things are easier when someone else has said them out loud first.